Usually y'all do not see me eating on camera, but today is exception to the rule. And so the topic I do want to talk about is the Red Bull on food stamps. So I don't know how to pull up like some people have the article up and they be reading it. I don't know how to do that, but I'm gonna read to it. If you're not gonna eat that cheese, go put it back. Y'all will see him being corrected on video. So maybe he's doing show and tell. Now, I hope this don't be a long video, cause thanks for those that have been subscribing. My subscription numbers have been growing within the last week. Please go put this cheese back. You do not have cheese on the sofa. So I'm not doing the little follow me thing. That's not me. Like when the Black Parent video do upload, that's what media sponsors are for. I'm not into that GL stuff. I'm very random. Like if I do it, it's not something okay. Cause the next time I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna pull this article up, and I'm going to read this to you. This is just some shame. But it's on NewYorkPost.com, so it's on NYPOST.com. So this is about city workers spend $120,000 in food stamps on Red Bull. You hear me? The authorities say that. If they did not do this here and it's being exaggerated, they need to speak now. Or, they really need to speak. But Michael Gartland is the one who wrote this article. It was published on December 2nd, 2015 at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's how it be when you're doing journal work. I understand that, because in the daytime you got to handle business, be available to everybody call. And then, ain't nobody going to bother you. Well, that's not true for me around that time of the morning. No. So 2 city workers exploited flaws in the city's welfare system to swipe $2.1 million worth of food stamps and rental subsidies and then spent $120,000 on Red Bull. Okay? Said authorities. Let me go back and say, if you did not do this here, you need to be interviewing with somebody. Boyce Watkins, Sway, Breakfast Club. You need to be interviewing with somebody because this is extreme. 120. That means, oh gosh. I haven't tried Red Bull and I have no desire. And due to health reasons, I cannot try it. Petronilla Pareto of the Bronx and Sharice Watson Jackson of Queens, both longtime employees of the Human Resources Administration, were charged with fraud along with 11 co-conspirators who allegedly helped carry out the scam between 2008 and 2013. I thought it was 2010, but it's 2008. Okay, look like I done made a whole pot of soup. Okay, no, don't make no soup if you didn't got that and finish eating the last amount. Now go finish eating your amount. Yes, you have plenty of books that you didn't tore up and that's going in the garbage can. So, let me get back to reading on to this article here. As I had to stop somebody from, you know, they about to, I don't know, just play with the pot of food. So, officials said Parata took advantage of a vulnerability in the welfare benefit system that allowed her to dole out more than $600,000 in phony benefits to 140 ineligible recipients using paper forms that didn't register in electronic records. So what I don't understand is, were they really ineligible, or was she just telling them they was ineligible and they was not? So definitely more questions have to be answered of this article. So what I'm going to just be giving a review of is just in case the way this is written in the picture of how I respond to it. But like, as I say, if they didn't do this here or this being exaggerated, they need to definitely get there. They need to, like I say, go on Sway, Boyce Watkins. You need to be doing an interview ASAP. So, okay, let me finish with the article. And it says that she was fired in 2014. Now, they say Parata also used recruiters to find welfare recipients who will fork over their account information in exchange for cash, authorities said. She was fired in 2014. Watson Jackson, a supervisor at an HRA job center in Queens, allegedly steered illegal food stamp and rental subsidy benefits. See, this is a job I should have had 10, 12 years ago up in New York when I had all my energy, okay? Because I'm about to tell y'all some info that's going to trip you out. Oh, gosh, because if I could have been making half of this here consistently every year, well, I kind of did, but after taxes, well, that's a long story, okay? I kind of did, but the taxes and all that. No, please sit down. Don't worry about that. You either sit down and read a book or finish eating your food. So, they said that she allegedly steered illegal food stamp and rental subsidy benefits to accomplices using electronic benefit transfer cards obtained by paying off legitimate public assistance recipients. Okay, this here needs to be kind of lame because this is like, this is a notchable. I know some bachelor's degree people that wouldn't understand this here. In one instance, Watson Jackson, who earned $63,000. Now that's enough money to survive up in New York City. Okay, New York ain't that goddamn expensive to where, you know, 63,000. Oh, yeah, now see if she was the secretary, the bottom secretary, making 20, 30. You know, I would sit back and I probably wouldn't even be doing this article. But I'm just saying, we got to get some balances in life. She was earning $63,000. I think that's enough to keep your job and not, you know, get at risk, especially with this day and age of the tracking and inventory audit system. But let me finish reading this article. And her co-conspirators used the benefit cards to buy Red Bull from a BJ's wholesale that were later fenced. Now, I don't know what the term fence means to retailers, authorities said. About $120,000 in fraudulent food stamps were doled out over 5 months to buy the caffeine-filled energy drink, according to the City Department investigation. In another scam, Watson Jackson registered accomplices as landlords with the city and then issued payments to them in exchange for kickbacks, authorities said. This defendant was entrusted to provide government assistance to New York's neediest families, but instead abused the trust in her authority, said New York State Inspector General Catherine Lee Scott, whose office assisted in the investigation. Girl, I don't know who you made. And I don't know who the world you got there. And you just, you know they was do their service, and you decided to be late, and because you was doing all this stuff here, just an in-case scenario, and that's why you didn't got caught up. But you had a job making $63,000. Did you not want to work anymore? It was just easier just to quit and not work, okay? But this is not worth getting an article on you at Red Bull. Are you serious? You got a good job. Oh my goodness. If I could have got, I'm telling you, 63,000. Woo! That's enough money to survive up in the city. It really is. This is directly. This video is gonna be titled "Spend 120K food stamps on Red Bull." That's the name of this video gonna be. You can find this article on the New York Post, nycpost.com. This is ridiculous. People that really need housing, that can't get help, that really can't get help, and here it is, come on now. This time should have been really helping people. You should feel privileged as hard as it is. Some people that really want that job and really would do the work cannot get the job. Not to say it can't serve, but let's go back to what I said. If you're really innocent or this exaggerated, you need to be going like on Dr. Voice, because you need to be going on somebody's radio station and clear your name. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I would even do an interview. Oh gosh, I got this glare here, and this is not cool here. Y'all usually don't see me with my hair like this here, cause but I'm doing a video. It's always about the message. So oh, 100, like if this was said, I don't, like I say, somebody better come defend this article if this is being exaggerated or so forth like that. There ain't nothing but space and opportunity to do that in a sensible way, okay? So, I see this was spent on fresh fruits and vegetables, like you taking that money and you doing like some community meetings where it is to help young children whose families can't feed them or they can't get, some food due to politics. I can understand that, and I'll be defeated with, no. Y'all need to stop being petty, but this is Red Bull. Are you serious? I can't even sympathize or whatever. I don't know what they're going to do with the case. What did they say they're going to do? I don't know what they're going to do with the case. She lost her job, and if she loses her job, that's all. She going to be right back working at Walmart, okay? I done seen and heard so many times people that done had real great jobs, okay? And when I mean great, they was able to get a new car whenever their car broke down. They was able to rent a car. They was able to do some stuff. You hear me? But they, they end up back at Walmart, the gas station, and you like, okay, was that a temp job or what? But no, it wasn't temp. They was there for a decade or so. Great jobs, okay? And I don't know exactly if they story may have been exaggerated. I don't know that. I don't know the defense details of it. But this here, knowing how people are hungry, needs to be fed, how hard it is to get fresh fruits and vegetables or to afford them. Now, they do have a lot of fresh food farms in the New York area. They do have that. But Red Bull? Are you serious? Like, I really have to. Then people need housing, okay? There are people that are in shelters that should not be in shelters, whether they when they turn 18 or having a baby or losing their job, their company went out of business, or they're not able to get jobs quick enough till the next check come and so forth like that. They are becoming disabled that should have been getting that money. That's what I'm pissed off about. I'm going to always be pissed off about that matters. Because it's people that seriously should have been helped. Like, if you're doing something, ain't too perfectly, you need to be close to perfect so people can closely defend you. You know what I'm saying? So you should have been helping a lot of people. And not just those. No, you got to help some strangers. Because I know one thing. A lot of service I get you know, people, and then like, you know, sometimes you don't have to say nothing or anything like that. And sometimes, a lot of times, I have not said anything. I do have a lot of complaints about a lot of people. And it may seem like I complain about a lot, but it's another lot that ain't nothing said about them. And you sit back and just coincidentally everything just shed out on them, and you be like, oh, that's why they did this, and that's why they did. You never know stuff till after. Or why this name? You was like, well, dang, if you would have spent more time just being neutral toward me, you know what I'm saying? Just do what you need to do with me, get that going, and go on about your business. It ain't got nothing to do with me, but I came in for this service and you got an attitude like you own this mug. You know what I'm saying? Beyond on this mug. That was just go like beyond bad and bad. It's just like they beyond on the mug, just bad customer service. And that's why a lot of people like, look, if you gotta give them $500 to sit their ass at home and not have customer service with me, go ahead on and do it, cause whew, I can't take. I'm just not for it for real. And so, TTYL, subscribe, reply, and share for those that you know is relevant to the channel. So, much matters. Stay as a black parent.